Hey, hi, and hello. Welcome back to a podcast that has no fucking name still. I don't know what she's doing right now. Um, anyways, this podcast also has no business being out there in the cloud, for any of you motherfuckers to perceive me. So, whatever. Um, I know why I'm here. You know why you're here. Must be for like a weird fucking reason. Anyways, I digress. I'm Ash. I am your host. That bitch that is what fucking parkour right now, that's Lou. That's my co-host. So don't expect anything from her. She's just here to be judgmental, okay? Anyways, let's move on. Let me talk my shit. Sit back, relax, crack open a cold one, load a bowl, rack up a line, whatever you gotta do to fucking get through the next 30 minutes of me yapping, do it, okay? Anyways, I'll be checking my phone throughout the whole thing too because um not even fucking 5 minutes ago, I became a California resident again. So I'm just in talks and doing legalities and shit like that. Anyways, moving on. Let's fucking go, okay? I hope you're having a great evening. I've had a great fucking day. Big things are coming. I'm excited. But yeah. So, yes, I'm reading bullet points also. Okay. I'm a Virgo. I need to organize everything I do. Okay. First things first, I have a fucking theory, guys. And if this strikes a nerve in you, fucking good. That's my point. We've lost the motherfucking plot. Like, the reason we're here, the reason for any of this fucking bullshit. Like, along the fucking way, sorry, I'm cussing a lot. Sorry, mom. But, anyways, along the way, humans, we've collectively agreed to not care, if you know what I mean. Like, it's too cool to fucking care. We do the same shit every day with no intentions or purpose. We wake up, we go to work, we drink our water, we go to the gym, we pay our rent, we buy shit we don't fucking need. Scroll through Instagram and like pictures of people we don't fucking know. We fall in love, we get ghosted, we get our hearts broken, we go to sleep, we wake up, and then guess what? The next day we do it all fucking again. And we don't question it. But when you're finally old enough to realize you've spent 30 years doing this shit, somebody will hand you a plaque that says, congratulations. But on what? Being really good at fucking existing? Good job. Where the fuck is the life? Like, where's the part where we actually live? Because I know one thing, we're not here just to reproduce, we're not here to accumulate fucking money. And I sure as shit don't think we're here to spend our entire existing pretending we don't fucking care about connection. Most of you are fucking weirdos, okay? And I mean that offensively, okay? We're terrified of each other. Like, we've managed to become terrified of ourselves, even. Society says, don't be needy. Don't double text. Don't care too much or reply too fast. Definitely don't show interest or be vulnerable. Never ask, what are we, or where's this going, or tell them you miss them, or you love them, or the fact that they hurt you. Don't fucking feel anything unless you first determine that that feeling is socially acceptable. And guess what? We wonder why the fuck we're all lonely. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course we're lonely. We're walking around with our hearts wrapped in bubble wrap and then we're shocked when nobody can touch us. I learned something about that recently, and not because I read a self help book, not because I had a spiritual awakening. I learned it because life kicked me in the fucking teeth. There was a person that came into my life when I was ready to give up. I'm not going to romanticize that part. That's not what fucking happened. Because what happened was a lot simpler. I was numb, and then suddenly I wasn't. Someone sparked that in me. You know, I felt alive. I remembered what it's like to laugh and what it's like to get ready and take pride in how you look, and, you know, having that stupid fucking feeling in your chest where you're like, oh fuck, something's happening. And maybe that's why losing that connection fucked me up so badly. Because it wasn't just losing a person, I guess. It was losing a version of myself. But they fucking left. They left. Plain and simple. And it wasn't because I was a horrible person or I committed some unforgivable, crime, or, you know, any of that. I was just no longer convenient for them. Sometimes you're just inconvenient. You're too complicated, too emotional, too much, too human. And honestly, that's enough for someone to treat you terribly. You can still be meaningful to someone and then mean nothing the next moment. You could be somebody's favorite person until suddenly you're outside of the radius of their desire, basically. It's a brutal fucking thing to realize, because I'm sitting here like, wait, was I real? Was any of that real? Am I important? Or was I just available at the right fucking time? There's no fucking answer to that, because, if I did, I'd tell you. Sometimes things just happen because people are complicated and selfish and scared and horny and confused and emotionally confused. There's no cosmic explanation. I have cotton mouth. I'm high as fuck. Okay, leave me alone. You're left standing there holding the emotional equivalent of a fucking time bomb, and you're supposed to be like, wait, well, everything happens for a reason, right? Fuck that. It still hurts. And here's another thing I don't talk about enough. Let me pause for a second because I need that sweet nectar of Dr. Pepper, okay? So, little vape break too. Also, you know what? I need to check my phone. So, please hold. Look at that. Hold on. Wait. 808. I somehow always look at my fucking phone at 8:08 in the morning and 8:08 at night on the fucking dot. Have that shit tattooed on me, 888. And also I make music, so 808. Like, I'm very spiritual. There's got to be a reason for that. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move the fuck on. Anyways, there's fucking things I've done, things I've survived, things I've built, things I should probably, be proud of myself for. But my brain, the way it works, doesn't seem to get that memo. I can look at something I've accomplished and immediately go, okay, what's next? No celebration, no satisfaction, just go, go, go. Next, next, next. Like, almost as if I'm being chased by an invisible man with a fucking clipboard. And I think a lot of people live like that. We're so fucking bad at acknowledging our own lives. We achieve something and immediately move to the next goalpost. Get the job. Okay, what next? Get promoted. You got the promotion. Now what? Make more money. You were making more money. Now what? Buy a house. Now you have a house. Renovate. Why are you not happy still? I don't know. I guess maybe because I've spent my entire life chasing the next thing instead of actually being inside the thing I'm currently experiencing. Little life update, I guess. I'm moving back to California at the end of the month. Super exciting, yet super terrifying. Mostly terrifying. I'm basically packing my entire life up again, driving towards a future I have no confidence in. I'm fucking scared. Like, genuinely. I'm scared that I'm gonna fuck this up again. I'm scared I'm going to get there and realize I brought all my problems with me, which, by the way, would be very on brand. Congratulations, California. I've arrived. Here's my emotional baggage. Don't worry, it has fucking wheels. But underneath all of that fear, there's something else. For the first time, there's hope. And that's weird for me to say because during this time, fucking hope is embarrassing. It means you could be disappointed. It means admitting you want something. And guess what? I do. I fucking want this to work. I want this next chapter to be different. Not because California is going to magically fix me. It won't. You can cross a state line and still be the same fucking person. You can change your zip code without changing your fucking patterns, and you can move into a beautiful apartment and still lie awake at 3 in the morning with the same fucking thoughts. I'm expecting myself to participate in my own fucking life, and that's different. I'm going to be scared. I'm going to be uncertain. I'm going there with no fucking guarantee. But guess what? I'm fucking going, and maybe courage isn't confident, but courage is being terrified and doing the damn thing anyways. Yet there's still loneliness, like the real deep rooted feeling your bones loneliness. I mean, sitting somewhere completely alone and realizing that if you wanted to tell somebody what was actually happening, who the fuck would you call? I've realized something super uncomfortable. I don't want to be loved, or at least, I don't know, I thought I wanted to be loved. I told myself I was independent or I don't need anybody. I'm good alone. I can handle myself. And I can. But being able to survive alone isn't the same thing as wanting to live alone. Those are two completely different fucking sentences, and I think I've confused them. I don't want to be dependent on somebody, but I want to be connected to somebody. I want people, community, friends who know me, somebody who notices when my tone changes, or somebody who knows when I'm pretending to be okay, someone who could sit next to me without needing to fix me. I want to know somebody, okay? I want connection. And I want to be known deeply. And I think that's the thing we're all fucking starving for. Not attention, but recognition. To have another human being look at you and go, I see you. Not your resume, not your Instagram, not your body, not your job, not your fucking credit score, just you. The ugly parts, the embarrassing parts, the parts you don't put on social media, or the parts that wake up at 3 in the morning and stare at a wall and reevaluate your whole fucking life. See, that's the person I want somebody to know. So I'm going to say something that I think people are going to hate. We're a bunch of fucking pussies, collectively. Not because we're weak, but because we're too afraid to fucking speak. Yet everybody has an opinion, but nobody has a fucking spine. Everybody wants to be authentic, and yet authenticity makes them uncomfortable. Everyone says, be yourself, until you actually fucking do it. Because then suddenly you're too intense and too honest and too emotional or loud or political or sexual or weird. You're just too much. And eventually you start editing yourself. You learn which parts of you make people fucking uncomfortable. So then what next? You remove those people. Then you remove more people, and then more people. And eventually you're this beautifully polished, socially acceptable little fucking shell of a person. But everybody likes you. Congratulations. Nobody fucking knows you though. But hey, you got good engagement. Your insights are fucking through the roof. Guess what? Fuck that. I would rather be misunderstood than completely unknown, and I'd rather say something stupid than say nothing. I'd rather risk offending somebody than spending my entire fucking life being afraid to speak. And I want to sound like a person, a messy one, a horny one, a angry person, a loving person, scared, hopeful. I want to be a person who has no idea what the fuck they're doing half the time. That's what being human is, I think. It's a contradiction. That's the whole fucking thing. You can be strong and terrified, independent and lonely, successful and deeply dissatisfied, heartbroken and grateful, angry and in love. You can want someone and still know they aren't good for you. You can miss someone and never want them back. Forgive someone and still never speak to them again. Human beings are not fucking spreadsheets. We're contradictory little animals trying to explain ourselves. And maybe we should honestly stop pretending that we're not. Anyways, there was a night recently where I recorded a 45-minute video of me just sobbing and crying and, accepting. I was drunk. I was in a dark place. I said I wanted to die. I even made a deal with myself that in 6 months, if I still feel this way, I'll do it. And that's not edgy. I'm not saying it to get attention, just saying it because it matters. I was hurting. Honestly, I wasn't asking to actually die or, disappear. Sometimes I want to die isn't really a philosophical statement about existence. It's a desperate fucking sentence that means I fucking cannot carry this version of myself anymore. And the answer isn't to disappear, but it's to change the line, which is terrifying because changing your life requires you to admit that some part's not working and it forces you to do something about it. So this brings me back to California, back to the boxes, back to the fear, back to the fucking unknown. Maybe I think I don't even know why I'm going. Maybe that's why I'm going. I'm not running from my problems or escaping myself. But that's what this whole fucking thing is. We keep asking, what is the meaning of life? Like as though there's a secret answer hidden somewhere. Maybe there is none. Maybe life doesn't have a meaning. Maybe that's why we're so desperate to manufacture one. A career, marriage, kids, money, status, religion, success, whatever the fuck it is. We grab onto something and then we say, this, that right there, this is why I'm here. And for some people, maybe that's okay. But I don't think there's one universal answer. I think the meaning is definitely different for everybody. Maybe your meaning isn't raising children. Maybe it's making art. Maybe it's science or traveling or building a business or loving one person for fucking 50 years. Maybe it's loving several people honestly. Or living alone with 12 cats and becoming the neighborhood fucking witch. Honestly, respect. Maybe it's friendship. Or making somebody laugh on the worst day of their fucking life. Sitting, beside someone in a hospital room or creating something that outlives you. Maybe it's simply experiencing this bizarre fucking thing called consciousness. But what do I know? But what I do know is what I don't want. I don't want to sleepwalk through it. I don't want to become so obsessed with being safe that I forget to be alive. I don't want to become emotionally bulletproof or whatever, because what the fuck is the point if you're not, what's the point? I want to feel even when it hurts, especially when it fucking hurts. because heartbreak means something mattered. Grief means something mattered. Longing and yearning means something mattered. Love means something mattered. And pain is not proof that you shouldn't have lived. Sometimes pain is proof that you fucking did live. So here's what I think we've lost. We've lost the willingness to participate. We're just spectators now, wallflowers. We watch other people's lives and watch them travel, watch them fall in love, get married. We watch them have fucking babies, and we watch them become successful, watch them fuck up, watch them cry, and then we sit on our couch eating something we ordered through a fucking app and wonder why our own life feels empty. Guess what? Because you're fucking watching it instead of fucking living it. Go. What's stopping you? Go somewhere. Call somebody. Tell the truth. Make the art. Fuck up. Fall in love. Get rejected. Just move. Start over. Say the fucking thing and fucking apologize. But don't apologize when you shouldn't. Leave. Stay. Change your mind. You're allowed to. Be embarrassing. Who the fuck cares? Be sincere. Be passionate. Just fucking live. Because one day we're all going to die. And you know that. That's the one fact every single person listening to me right now has in common. You don't know when. You don't know how. We don't even know what comes after. But you know that this life ends. So why the fuck are we it's beyond me. Why the fuck are we spending so much of it pretending not to care? Why are we pretending we're too cool to love somebody, or pretending we don't want connection, or that our dreams are worth striving for? Why are we pretending we don't want more, or the fact that we're fine and we aren't? Why? Because somebody might judge us or think we're needy, that we're weird. Somebody might not text back. Oh no, the horror. Get over it. Grow up. You will fucking survive. But that's the problem. We've become obsessed with surviving. I was too, but guess what? I want to live. Survival says, don't get hurt. Life says, get your fucking hands dirty. Survival says, don't trust anybody, but life says, find your people. Survival will say, don't get attached, but life will say, love them. And survival will say, keep everything controlled, but life says, fuck it. See what happens. And guess what? I don't know where this goes. I don't know if California's going to work again. No clue if I'm going to fuck it up. I don't know who's going to stay or who's going to leave. I don't know who I'm going to love next or who I'm going to lose next. I don't even know who I'm going to become. But this is the first time in a while that I'm curious to fucking find out. Maybe hope isn't some giant beam of sunlight descending from heaven. Maybe it's just a tiny stubborn voice that says, try again. So guess what? I'm going to. I'm going to try again. I'm going to move, meet new people. I'm going to fuck it up. But I'm going to laugh. Gonna get hurt. I'm going to say what the fuck I mean. And honestly, I'm going to stop pretending that I don't care. Or apologizing for, having a fucking pulse. But if somebody doesn't like me because I'm too much, fine. Guess what? There's billions of fucking people. Go find somebody less annoying. I'll be over here being annoying and emotional, being too loud and too hopeful, being terrified, alive. But that's the fucking plot. And here we are. Maybe the plot isn't to become successful. Maybe it's not to become rich, not to be, perfectly healed or handled, not to be happy all the time. Maybe the plot is to experience this fucking thing, to know people, to be known, to make mistakes, to love, to lose. We need to create, we need to destroy, rebuild, leave places, find new ones. I don't know, become someone fucking different again and again and again, until eventually you look back and realize, oh shit, I wasn't waiting for my life to begin. This was it. This whole fucking mess, the heartbreak, the loneliness, the laughter, the fear, the fucking mistakes, the people who saved pieces of me and the people who broke pieces of me. The fucking nights I got up and thought I can't do this, and the mornings I got up anyways. All of it. That was the fucking plot. And maybe we've spent too much time trying to avoid the parts that hurt. But maybe the goal isn't to avoid pain. Maybe the goal is to build a life that's worth feeling pain for. That's what I want. I don't want a perfect life. I just want a real one. A life with enough meaning that when it hurts, I know why. A life with people I would fucking miss, and a life with stories worth telling. I want to be asked, so what did you do with your life? I don't want to say, well, let me think. I worked, paid my bills, kept my head down. Fuck that. I want to say I was here. I loved. I made mistakes. I took fucking chances. I got my heart broken and I, broke a few hearts. Moved to a new city, started over. I created, I destroyed, I laughed until I couldn't fucking breathe. I cried when I needed to. I said what I fucking meant. And never again will I confuse being alive with merely surviving. Because that's the fucking plot. Not surviving, living. So there you go. This was definitely a lot more mild than like compared to what's fucking coming. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm Ash, and I'll see you soon. Good night.